From the station with the most local news, Fox 17 News at 5 starts right now.
If you've seen anything or know anything or heard anything, just she's here. You just have to find her.
First on Fox, gone without a trace. A young mother in Muskegon County abducted after working late at a neighborhood gas station.
Her son is everything to her. We just want her home, and he's lost without her.
Tonight, from the search,
it's very possible she may have known this person,
to the community support.
I'm personally posting a $500 reward for any information.
Fox 17's team coverage of the Jessica Heeringa disappearance continues now.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Christian Frank.
And I'm Michelle DeSelms. It has been 3 days now since a young mother went missing after working late at a Muskegon County gas station.
It's a story that's gotten national attention, and tonight search crews and family members are still frantically searching for 25-year-old Jessica Heeringa. Here's a look at the latest developments in the case, which is now considered an abduction by investigators. A reward program has been established to try to get information about Jessica's whereabouts. Meanwhile, Michigan State Police are using their helicopter to find her. Volunteers once again spent their days hanging up the flyers in hopes that someone will recognize the young mother. Plus, a task force has been formed between several different agencies in this case, including Norton Shores Police, Michigan State Police, and the Muskegon County Sheriff's Department.
We have team coverage now from along the lakeshore on this story that we've been covering since Friday. Fox 17's The NFL Zone has been learning more about who Jessica is and spoke with her family. But we start with Mitch Fick, who has more on where this investigation stands tonight. Mitch?
The investigation really going all over the place tonight, Michelle and Christian. Obviously still 3 days out and just a day after the abduction that police now call an abduction happening at this Exxon gas station. Today the investigation moving from the ground to the skies, and as the internet continues to stretch all across the country, it really has become a nationwide search. Norton Shores Detective Michael Kasher took to the air with Michigan State Police today. The latest efforts in a now nationwide search for 25-year-old Norton Shores mother Jessica Heeringa. Police say she was abducted from the East Sternberg Road ExxonMobil gas station on April 26 between 10:50 and 11:15 at night. She was just finishing her shift there.
The biggest issue for us is the fact that her purse, her car keys, her jacket, everything was left undisturbed inside the store. So it's just unusual someone to just leave all of their belongings behind and walk away.
Businesses around the area have flyers posted, and Chief Shaw says there's been hundreds of tips in from around the country. Now the search is on for a silver minivan like this one, possibly a Chrysler Town & Country model. Witnesses saw this vehicle in the Exxon parking lot around the time of the abduction.
Witnesses who saw that van leave, and that's one of the angles we're trying to track down as to what was that van doing here. And if we can find that van, that's why we want to talk to him.
That man is a white male between 30 and 40 years old, medium to heavy build with broad shoulders and light brown or sandy blonde hair. Norton Shores is working directly with county and state authorities in the search, and the FBI is providing extra assistance. Coming up at 6, we'll take you inside the store and talk about just the situation inside there. As we've mentioned before, no security cameras were inside on Friday when Jessica was abducted, and it turns out that the owner had been talked to by police in a few instances before about installing those, so we'll give you more information about that. Now for more on what exactly Jessica's family and friends are doing to make sure the word gets out about their loved one, let's send it over to the NFL Zone.
Yeah, Mitch, just feet away from the gas station where Jessica disappeared. Family and friends have been here since 10 a.m. Take a look. Community has been stopping by, picking up flyers all day, and they say that Jessica is a very kind-hearted person. She's a kind of free spirit, always there to help anybody, but most importantly, she's a mother of a 3-year-old son that is ready for her to come home. Hugs offered a small sense of comfort to Jessica Heeringa's family Monday, as support from the community poured in.
And thank you. I'll be here all day if you need more.
Jessica's grandparents stationed in this parking lot all day, dedicated to reaching as many people as they can.
Anybody that met Jessica liked her. I don't think she had an enemy in the world. So I just hope he lets her go.
Just a special young lady. And I know Zevin was the center of her world.
I had seen her that Wednesday, and I'm so glad I seen her, and I was able to tell her how much I love her. And she was just a wonderful person. I can't say any more. I think anybody who had gone into that gas station probably was greeted with a smile.
It's easy to see how much Jessica is loved, her mom finding some sense of normalcy as she talks about the great person she is.
Her favorite group was the Beatles. She loved the Beatles, peace signs, tie-dye. She's kind of an old soul, you know. She loved that old music.
She was working at the gas station, taking on extra shifts, just trying to make ends meet for her family after her fiancé got laid off. She has dreams of going to college, loves math, and wants to be an accountant. Her mom says she just recently bought a bike for her son.
His first two-wheeler, and he's so excited about being able to ride that. He could hardly wait to show me how he could get on it.
The perfect reason why this mom needs to come home.
It's very tough going home and trying to hold my son, and he's always asking why I'm crying, but can't tell a 3-year-old.
Hard to hear. Coming up at 6, we'll hear more from Jessica's fiance and the emotional plea he has for whoever took her. For now, we're live in Norton Shores, Deanna Falzone, Fox 17 News.
A lot of people affected by Jessica's disappearance tonight.
Right, but of course one person really feeling the loss tonight, her mother, Shelley. She joins us now from Muskegon County. Thank you so much for being here. And first of all, how are you holding up tonight?
You just hang in there and take one day at a time.
Yeah, and you must be...
It helps to...
Yeah, I was going to say, you must be so grateful for all the people who've been showing up and passing out flyers and pictures like the one you have right there in your hand.
Yeah, it's been amazing, the amount of people who have just come to show us their support, come to pick up flyers. We've had people that come and picked up flyers, went and passed them out, come back to get some more. We're getting so many areas covered. People from Grand Rapids, so we're getting the flyers out in Grand Rapids, Holland, Saugatuck, everywhere.
What can you tell us about the investigation to this point? We understand that 4 people have been interviewed, and apparently they took lie detector tests. Do you know who most of those people are?
No, I don't. I believe one was her fiance. But he's been cleared, and I'm not sure who the other 3 people were.
Yes, and we should say that they all have been cleared tonight. How do you feel that local police and state police have been doing in the investigation? Have they been keeping you up to date?
Well, I've actually been having to call them, and I was there yesterday talking to them too. And yeah, they've been pretty much keeping me up to date. What they're doing is they're getting a lot of tips in through Facebook and the phone number. So they're going through each and every tip. I know he told me that they've brought on more police officers from Norton Shores, Muskegon, not Grand Rapids, but the state police, the FBI, and they keep making their task force bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Well, Shelley, thanks for talking to us this evening, and our best wishes go out to the family.
Thank you. Thank you.
We will have much more on the story throughout the rest of the evening. Coming up in our next half hour, we will head back out live to Muskegon County for the latest on the search for Jessica. Plus, we'll have more on how people are getting together to hand out those flyers in hopes of finding the young mother. Then at 6, we'll have more of an in-depth look at how the state police helicopters are now helping with the search. Remember, you can always go to fox17online.com for the very latest in this story. And tonight, make sure to tune in to Fox 17 News at 10. We are putting a spotlight on this missing persons case. We'll have special coverage and live interviews, including a one-on-one interview with a criminologist. We'll have everything you need to know about Jessica Heeringa's disappearance and how you can help in the search. Look for this special series of reports tonight on Fox 17 News at 10.